the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the middle over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Burrow on first down, sliding out of the pocket. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Buying time to his left. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll try again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watson off play action. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a first down throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Browns who got look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, that's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Being chased out left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Watson.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Back to throw, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Eluding the pressure right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They run. Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Watson on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
2nd and 10. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's complete to Chase. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Throwing, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Burrow. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.